said, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Jase. I'm one of the ASFX hosts for the Austin Silver Investment Group, and today we're going to be talking about the stock market, basically what it's been doing for the last couple of days. So if you guys don't know, the stock market literally dropped almost 1,000 points the last couple of days, and then yesterday we saw a green day in stocks for the first time, and so we saw it rose all the way up. But there could be a strong signal that we could see a correction of the correction. So I want to share with you guys my ideas, basically why this is a strong bearish signal to me that we may be in a start of the bear market. So let's get started.
3, 2, 1.
Alright guys, so looking at the Nasdaq chart on the 15-minute, so as we can see here that Nasdaq was, making higher highs and higher lows, and then eventually from the recent days, we saw it broke through the 50 EMA and literally just drop 1,000 points toward 800 EMA. So as you can see here, we gained support off the 800 EMA on September 4th, and then basically we came all the way up, and then we finally broke through the 800 EMA, and now we're currently at below the 800 EMA on the 1-hour chart. Let me show you guys what I was looking at on the intraday chart. So if we look at the 15-minute, this was Tuesday's drop, and then this was Wednesday's rise. So from what I saw right over here, stocks were green yesterday, so we were making higher lows, higher highs, and we came all the way up over here, and then eventually we tried breaking below the 50 EMA, which we failed, and then it made a new high almost to the 800 EMA. So for me, whenever I saw this last night, I saw that, stocks went all the way up and then it failed and then lost momentum and started to weaken. So as you can see right over here, we had some divergence on the 1 minute. For me, I thought that we saw a massive drop from the previous day and then, all the previous days. I was thinking, since it did not show me just a pullback and this could be the reversal going upwards, I was a little bit skeptical. So for me, usually what I want to see of a reversal is, on that specific day that it's green, it should literally just pop all the way up to the 800 EMA, because that shows me that the buyers are in control. Now, not all the time does this happen, but for me, looking at patterns this year, that's usually what happens. We're going to see a big green day and then having continuation of that momentum. So from right over here on the end of yesterday, we saw a lot of weakness on it. So for me, I thought that we're going to see a probably consolidation for tomorrow, which is today. And then I thought to myself, we're probably going to see some weakness on it. So I wasn't ready to short it along it because I want to see a clean direction where exactly my buy should be. From right over here, we saw that it was really choppy today. It was just ranging. It finally made a new high, and then just basically I saw there's a lot of momentum kicking it downward. So I thought, okay, so if we break this previous low, as you can see right over here, there could be a sign that we could see bearish momentum and the start of a bear market. So if we put our drawings on right now, we can see that price action was rising right over here, and then the RSI was falling, as you can see right over here. So that indicates bearish divergence. So we saw over here that we had bullish divergence as well on the 1 hour and on the 15 minutes. So as price action was falling right over here, the RSI was rising. So for me, that could have been the D2 idea, all the way up to reset, which it makes sense on why it was weakening off the 200 EMA, and then eventually it tested this level off the 800 EMA, and we saw bearish divergence. So for me, that's a strong indication that we could basically come all the way down to the previous low of the week, which is right over here. So two things can happen. It could either break through the previous low and continue going downwards, which is going to be a really good indication of we could be in the next bear market, or based on the 1 hour, it could basically go all the way down, make a higher low, and then continue going upwards. So as you can see here, there's bullish divergence. So as price action is falling, the RSI is rising. That's what we call bullish divergence. We could see it make a higher low from right over here and then continue going upwards. Now for me, I'm a little bit more bearish on it just because of how it makes sense going to full reset, and now it's trying to break the previous lows. For me, this is a strong pattern because I've seen this pattern over and over again back in March and March, April, and May, whenever the market was falling. We usually see a green day, but not a strong green day, and then a continuation going downwards. So for me, I'm a bit more bearish on it. It failed to break the previous high, which was right over here, which I took a long on Tuesday, I believe. This is I think it was Tuesday. Took a trade on Nasdaq long. It was off the 50 EMA as the D1 entry. I traded all the way up over here, and I made about 3.2 R on it. So it was a really good trade. I was expecting it to basically break the previous high, continue going upwards, but it didn't. So that was another additional confluence of the market changing direction finally. So And yeah, we saw that the RSI was oversold and we saw bullish divergence. So if we look at the daily chart, this is basically what I was looking at. So we saw that price action broke through the 21 EMA, which the last time where it actually cleanly broke through the 21 EMA was basically the coronavirus, whenever, the coronavirus affected stocks, which was right over here. So this is a really good example of why this is a strong bear signal for me. So we saw that the 8 and 21 EMA crossed right over here. The last time that the 8 and 21 EMA crossed toward the downshift, which is, whenever the 8 EMA is below and the 21 EMA is above, price action just bounced off the 21 EMA, came all the way up. Price action just bounced off the 21 EMA and bounced back. But from right over here on the daily chart, this is something you guys need to check out. The 8 and 21 EMA crossed. It closed off the daily chart. We see that, with the strong bearish bar, we bounce off the 50 over here, and the 8 and 21 EMA crossed, which it crossed toward the downshift. Now, this is a big indication that the market could see a reversal. Now, I'm still waiting for price actions to break through the 50 EMA off the daily chart, because that's even a strong indication. But this is a strong signal, guys. Like, seeing that the 8 and 21 EMA crossed toward the downshift, that's a really strong signal. And, it hasn't happened at all since April. Since April, we haven't seen a downshift for the 8 and 21 EMA cross. All we saw is basically price action bouncing off the 21 EMA, bouncing off the 21 EMA right over here. And now, as we can see here, we broke through the 21 EMA and we have that the 8 and 21 EMA is crossed. So that's a really strong bearish indication for me. And for me, that's why I'm a bit more bearish than bullish at the current moment. So tomorrow, we're going to see what exactly the stocks are going to open. For me, I'm a bit more bearish on it. So I'm expecting stocks to, basically break the previous low and continue going downwards. If that happens, then we could be in the next bearish market. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate all of you guys watching. If you guys have any questions, comment below. And as well as, and if you guys don't know, here in ASFX, we're hosting a free webinar about, Forex stocks and crypto, and basically going to be about, how you can make money in 2020. What is the best market to trade and become a profitable trader? So direct message me on Instagram or comment below and I'll be happy to give you that link. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right.
That it feels right.